Hey, what's up everybody? Mike Gross here, rockinguitarlessons.com, and I wanted to put a little tutorial up for you guys. I teach guitar and bass on the internet using Skype, and my wife Joleen teaches people how to sing on Skype. We do group and private classes, and the rates are $59 per hour, $39 per half hour. You could go to my website, which just recently launched in, geez, what month was it? It was like, I don't know. It was in 2014. But you can get some added info by going there and clicking on the Skype Lessons tab. But basically, you download Skype.com, real simple. Gotta have a webcam and high-speed internet, which I think we all have nowadays. It's something that I've transitioned into in the past probably a year and a half now. Prior to that, I've taught throughout Southern California for, geez, it's been a long time, since 1992, right around there. Teaching in, I've seen music stores open, I've seen them close, and now this is just how I do it. A lot of advantages to it, and I wasn't going to go this route. It was something that, because of you guys, my subscribers on my YouTube channel, that talked me into doing it. I was kind of, you know, teaching an old dog new trick. Sometimes it's hard. You're used to a certain way of doing things, and man, it's the best decision I could have made. Met some really cool people, some good friends along the way, and obviously the goal is to help take your playing to the next level. So, you know, I'm teaching. I'm in Southern California, so not only am I teaching in my own state, I'm teaching all throughout the United States and the world, for that matter. I've got students in England and Norway, Canada, just all over, and I love it. Once you download Skype.com, this is basically how you would do it. You send a request to me on Skype. My Skype name is Rockin Guitar Lessons. It's R-O-C-K-I-N, Guitar Lessons, and I accept the request. If you're looking to get going as soon as possible, the best thing I could advise you to do is give me a little history. It doesn't have to be, you know, 3 pages, but just let me know how long you've been playing, maybe some of your influences, what's inspired you, some of the goals that you want to achieve. The more information you can give me, the better. We can set you up on a day and a time that works. Now, typically, here's how it goes. You get a set day, set time, each week or bi-weekly. Whatever works out for you. I do hour classes, I do half-hour classes, and obviously, you know, there's a time zone difference, you know, if you're not in the same time zone as me. Skype keeps track of that right there so you can see what the time difference is. And payments are made using my PayPal account email, which is tvxpunk@aol.com. Right now, that's kind of the only method that I'm accepting, but you know, PayPal is really worldwide. So if you go to the website rockinguitarlessons.com, because I don't have the sheet in front of me, but there's a price breakdowns for paying for the month. You get a discount. Like if you're doing an hour lesson once a week and you pay for the month, you save, it's around $40, something like that. The decision is really yours. You can pay per lesson. The most important thing is try to stay consistent, because once you get set up in my schedule, you know, for Thursday, you know, 3 to 4 o'clock or 3 to 3:30, whatever it is, that's your time spot. So it just works out better having a set day, set time. I have a few students that are kind of on a hit and miss schedule. Those normally don't, well, I'm not going to say normally, but sometimes those aren't the most efficient, because it's easy to skip or forget or miss. And if you have the set day, set time, it just becomes a routine and a habit. It's like, you know, going to the gym and working out. You know, you do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. You just kind of have that regimented schedule, and it works really good. As far as things that we work on, the way, you know, if you're watching this, you're on my YouTube channel, you see the way I teach there. It's a kind of a kickback way, but we want to take care of business. You want to be comfortable, you know, with your teacher. And so what you see is what you get with me. I've seen it all, so as far as being nervous, usually people tend to be a little nervous on the first lesson, and, you know, I guess that's to be expected. But, you know, I've seen it all. I've taught people you know, from 3 years old, my kids, on up to people in their 60s, all levels. Some people never really touched a guitar before. Some people just know a few of the basic campfire chords, G, D, C, that type of thing. And others have some years behind them, man. Quite a few actually are pretty decent players that life just kind of took over or whatever, and they put the instrument down for a while and then are now coming back to it. You know, so they're reestablishing some things. But, you know, I really don't have on my end requirements. I don't put an age requirement on it. I feel like if someone has a desire and can actually, you know, set the time aside to practice, because if you're not going to really put in the time to practice what I'm showing you, then don't even bother taking lessons. It's pointless and it's just a waste of money. So if it's something you're going to do, I can help you. I can help take you to the next level. We can work on any and everything. Most of my students are really wanting to break down songs into subgroups and fine tune them. You know, there's a lot of times people have like the basic concepts of songs, but they're missing the little things, the things that tighten it up and solidify it. You know, we break down solos for some lessons. Some it's just rhythms. Some we just work on soloing techniques. We'll break away from the song thing and just work on your solo playing. And what I try to do, the way I teach, is I try to find ways to give you the tools to help you create. And the only way I know how to do that is what worked for me. I learned a lot from my favorite guitar players, figuring out the chops, but sticking it through that microscope, man, and trying to get it, you know, the exact way they're playing it, and then alter it and kind of do your own thing with it. Some of these riffs you're going to kind of gravitate towards and make your own, and others you may shy away from, but try to learn them the way that they were actually played. I remember working on, gosh, what solo was it? I don't know if it was Blackout from Scorpions or No One Like You, but I just kept going at it, and it was the tiny, I felt like I always had that like 95% right, and that extra 5% always kind of drove me crazy. So it's something that I ended up buckling down to get it exactly the way it is. And like I said, you know, some of those riffs, Matthias Jabs is a guitar player. He was actually one of my faves for years and years. He's an amazing player, melodic. He has the flash, the technique, well-rounded, melodic player. But, you know, looking back, man, since the 80s, I've acquired some of those riffs that he's done, and some of them I've altered and just kind of made my own. It's just a collection of different things, and branching out into other styles. You know, so the way that I will teach is kind of going to be custom tailored to the desires that you have as a guitar player. So if that's something that interests you, you can email me, Mike@rockinguitarlessons.com. I have a few different emails. You can read the description down below. All my students wind up getting my cell number. It's just a good way to get in contact if something comes up or whatever. You can just shoot me a text. It's the fastest way to do it. So if you're interested, and then, oh, by the way, my wife Joleen, the one that teaches vocals, her Skype name is Rockin Jojo. Now when you hear me say Rockin, it's R-O-C-K-I-N, Jojo, J-O-J-O. So you can send her a request, or you can just send it to me. And mine, like I said earlier, is Rockin Guitar Lessons, R-O-C-K-I-N, Guitar Lessons, and I can pass that on to her. But either way, if you want some extra information, like I said, go to my website, rockinguitarlessons.com, read up on it, see if it's something you'd be interested in. And there's some little pointers too when we do start lessons on Skype. Just some things I've learned since I've started, you know, like, you know, shutting your Wi-Fi off on your phone. If you have other people on other computers in the home, you know, try not to have that. Sometimes you can get a little interruption. Doesn't happen much, but little things. Occasionally, real bad weather in a state can affect it. I would say they're about 98, you know, consistent, 98% consistent. So it's really a good route to go. You can do it in the convenience of your own home. I have students that take lessons from me on their lunch breaks at work. It's cool, man. Some of the craziest things. Some people take a lesson out in front of their house. I won't say names, but just I've kind of seen it all. It's been really cool. Anyways, if you're interested, you've got the detail, all the details. You know where to go for any extra information. Shoot me an email or shoot me information on Skype. Do me a favor, if you're just contacting me to say, hey, what's up, Mike, blah, 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 or make a request. Don't add me on Skype for that. You can add me on Facebook or just email me. I'm trying to keep all my Skype friends as students. It's just less confusing for me. I appreciate you contacting me, and you know, I do try to get back and reply to each of you. But if you're hitting me up on Skype, I'm assuming you're inquiring about taking guitar or bass lessons or vocal lessons. So, alright guys, I will talk to you soon. Mike Gross, rockinguitarlessons.com. We'll talk to you guys later.